It's week 5 of me watching the OC for the first time, and I finished season 1, so let's talk about the last 7 episodes. It was a chaotic few episodes, but I'm gonna try and go in order based on what was happening when. Luke was having an affair with Mrs. Cooper, which I hated every second of. But I was also under the impression that he was in all 4 seasons. I didn't realize he was leaving, which I was kind of sad about because I was starting to enjoy his personality. But like I said, I hated the affair. Marissa's reaction, totally valid. I wish that he hadn't have gotten so distraught about the breakup and then decided to leave in the way that he did, just because obviously him in the hospital was sad. But I'm glad that he was able to go off and hopefully do something better somewhere else. And then Seth and Summer, they were doing so well together until Seth met Summer's dad, and he was trying so hard to impress him that it did not go well. So they almost broke up, but she saved him in Vegas and they ended up staying together. But he decided at the end of the season that he was going to finally sail to Tahiti after Ryan left. We'll get to that in a second. And just wrote Summer a note, which I don't appreciate. I think he should have at least called her. But so we'll have to see how that unfolds in season 2. Then Ryan and Marissa, they were working on getting back together, and then Teresa, his ex-girlfriend, showed up, which kind of broke them apart again, and then she decided to go back to Eddie, her fiance/boyfriend. So Marissa and Ryan get back together, and then Teresa comes back after a DV situation with Eddie. So Ryan, trying to defend her and protect her, tells her to stay with the Coens, but Ryan and Marissa are still together until Teresa finds out that she is pregnant. I don't know how I feel about this storyline, because I do appreciate that Ryan didn't want her to do it alone if it was his baby, but one, we didn't know whose it was, and still unclear. I do appreciate that he was willing to step up and raise the baby if it was his. And then with Marissa and her mom, again, Marissa's mom had been dating Seth's grandpa, Mr. Nickel, and in trying to get Marissa to move in with them, Mr. Nickel kind of like bribed her, blackmailed her into moving in with them. So she's moving into her new house with her mom. Jimmy is dating Kirsten's sister. I was expecting a bigger reaction from that when everybody else found out, but it was like seemingly pretty tame. And then they had that big rehearsal dinner with everybody there, and yeah, again, very tame. I was not expecting them to be like big happy family vibes, but that was really interesting. Those are all of my thoughts on the major storylines in those last few episodes. And that's just something random that they kept mentioning. Every time somebody come to stay, they would let them stay in the guest room, and then when Teresa moved into the pool house, Ryan had to stay with Seth. But I'm just like, where's the guest room? Why can't Ryan stay in the guest room? I just thought it was weird. But I've also already started the first episode of season 2. I'm not liking the vibe so far. I want Ryan back in Newport, but we'll have to figure out how that unfolds. So don't forget to hit the plus.